the founder of Upward Design for Life. Dionne, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jordan. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Isn't it exciting?
It is.
Yeah. So what is Upward Design for Life for those who may not know?
Upward Design for Life is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to restore hope by transforming empty spaces into homes for families in need. So basically, we turn empty spaces into homes by furnishing it with gently used, donated furniture from our community.
Right. And as I've seen online, it's not just we give you the furniture, there's more involved in this. You know, you actually get involved and see their individual needs, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. There is love involved. So like you say, we're not just dropping off furniture, we're actually placing furniture strategically. We're creating rooms and spaces that will allow for peace, some tranquility, some hope, and to help families restore their dignity after going through some pretty traumatic situations for the most part. So yeah, so we're going to furnish the home completely, provide furniture, we're going to hang curtains, place area rugs, provide new beds and bedding. We really transform those spaces. And
you give them somewhere to call home.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people misunderstand that just having a safe space and somewhere that feels I guess you could say inclusive to your way of life is important. I was looking at the photos and you turned this one family's home into an empty space, into a home.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So who do you serve? You know, what does the population look like that you serve?
Well, for the most part, we serve about 85 to 90% of the clients we serve are domestic violence survivors. We do serve refugees, young adults who are aging out of the foster care system, any individuals who are transitioning out of shelters, just to name a few. And we have partner agencies, almost 30 partner agencies locally who refer their clients to us.
That's impressive, 30 organizations helping and referring to you.
Yeah, so I feel very grateful to have their trust, to know that we're going to go in and be an extension of their services, but go the extra mile to, you know, because once they transition out of shelters, they pretty much just have the clothes on their backs. Sometimes they're just in garbage bags or suitcases. But you have moms living in their apartments with no furniture at all. They're sleeping on the floor with their babies or just have air mattresses. So we're able to really go in and give them some peace, have a safe home so that they can heal and heal together as a family.
You know, I think what you're doing is very innovative. I think you're filling a need in the community that probably needs to be filled across the country. You know, you're actually getting involved in helping these peoples in ways that they don't have access to.
Absolutely.
I talk about this all the time. Sometimes you just need a hand up. That's what you're able to provide these families.
Absolutely.
And how do people apply?
Well, it's through our partner agencies. That is really the most critical piece because it's our partners that refer their clients. So unfortunately, we just can't take general requests from the public. It's through our partners that we get to learn a little bit more about the client, their history. What are they doing now in terms of rebuilding their lives? Are they going through educational training, job training, things of that nature? But it is where it starts. Our agencies have to complete our client referral form. Once we receive that, unfortunately, we have to put the client on a waiting list. That's, you know, one of our biggest challenges. Waiting list is anywhere from 6 to 8 months because we are a staff of one, myself, and a team of volunteers. So we just can't serve as quickly as we'd like to at this time, but we're going to get there with increased funding support. But that is how the process starts. It starts right from the partner agencies.
And that agency list, is that on your website then?
Well, all of our partner agencies are listed on our website, absolutely.
Perfect.
And if someone wants to request information, we have all the contact information on there, like support@upwarddesignforlife.org, where people can email us about general questions. We work very closely with our partner agencies so that we can make sure that we're serving families to the best of our abilities.
Absolutely, and I can understand that there's you know, a wait list involved. The work that you're doing is intense. It's not, like I said, it's not just dropping off the furniture. There's more involved. But people at home, how can they get involved to help maybe make that process a little bit quicker for the people that are waiting?
Well, one of our challenges is space. We have 8 storage units now that house all of the donated furniture we receive. And that's critical for our work because we need to have enough inventory so that we can start, having furnishings and household items ready for the next family on the waiting list. But I have to turn down donations very often because we don't have space to accommodate more. But when I serve a family, it frees up space. We take in more donations. So it's just a constant cycle of just trying to make sure we have enough to help the next family. Yeah. So that's one of the greatest challenges. But from the community, we always need someone to just go out and spread the word about the work that we're doing. Yeah. Spread the word. You can always volunteer. You can go to the Take Action page of our website, sign up to volunteer, join us. We always need help furnishing homes for families and even organizing our storage unit because things are constantly in rotation. So organizing is always a key. And of course, financial support is a big thing for us because we're still very small. This is only our 5th year of operations. And we want to be here for a long time. Because there is a need, and we are filling that need, or we're doing our best to fill it. But we're going to need a lot more growth to happen before we can reduce that waiting time. And that's the goal, is 100 families a year by 2027.
Well, I hope and I can envision you getting there. It is possible. We can work together as a community to support your work. What inspired you?
Well, I always loved interior design. Growing up, I knew early on the impact of your surroundings. My mother was a wonderful homemaker. I grew up in great surroundings, even living in public housing. My mom always made our home feel so special. So I was impacted by that early on, and I know the impact of what your environment can do for your well-being, your mental health. It should be a place of refuge. It should be a place of peace and comfort and safety. And I'd like for us to be able to provide that for families starting over.
What's your favorite part about what you do?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. But if I had to choose a favorite, it's really the look on the family's faces when they walk back in to see their furnished spaces. It's nothing like it, and I love children's spaces.
I'm
are
getting
my
chills
favorite.
As you're speaking about this.
Yeah, children's spaces are my favorite, only because it's like you're going from nothing to a completely furnished space. So it's just one less thing families have to be concerned about, because when they're transitioning out of shelters, it's like, okay, now we're in our home, but how am I going to furnish it?
How am I going to make it a home?
How am I going to make it a home?
And when you're starting from nothing, it's hard.
It's hard.
So you're helping, and I shared on our social media previously, your volunteers, like you said, they work tirelessly to make things happen, reorganizing. So thank you to them for supporting
my
you,
volunteers
Dionne.
are awesome. They are awesome.
They're doing it.
Because volunteering, it's in so many different areas. We have a fundraising and events committee that helps us. We have volunteers that help us with the furniture installations. So there's a variety of ways we can help, but when you do those furniture installation projects, there's a lot of physical work involved. I mean, there's a lot of heavy lifting, and the majority of our volunteers are women, and they really roll up their sleeves and they get the job done. And they inspire me. It's just fantastic, fantastic.
Well, perfect. Before we go today and wrap this up, is there any events coming up or anything you wanted to add real quickly?
Yeah, I would love to just share about our Uplift Design Challenge and fundraiser. This year is our 2nd annual event. And basically what is involved in that is that we have 3 local companies who've signed up to be competing design teams.
Oh, wow.
And what they will do is go into the home and furnish a home for a family. We have a videographer that records all of the projects, compiles this beautiful video, and we showcase it to the community, and the community gets to vote for their favorite design project. But the sponsorships is where we hope to raise money. So we're always interested in companies to support our mission by taking on a sponsorship level. And it's going to keep us alive, keep our organization growing, and at the end of the day, there are families that are being positively impacted by this work. So the support, we need it greatly.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show,
you for
Dionne. It's been
having me.
a pleasure to get to chat with you. You know, we couldn't let you leave empty-handed, so before you go, I actually have something for you. So, as a small token of our appreciation and everything that you do, our friends over at Double Eagle Embroidery wanted to give you this Bill's Mafia fleece as just a
Awesome.
small token of our appreciation for everything that you do for our
I
community.
appreciate it. Thank you. Cool.
You are so welcome.
I will rock this. Thank you.
When we return, it's time for Jordan's Good News. Then we'll meet Kimberly Borowski, the creator of the Facebook group Kindness Buffalo.